The world is about to change. The awakening has already begun and it cannot be stopped. You've been going through a metamorphosis, and this has been going on in your life for years. But at this moment right now, we've reached the critical mass where you've gathered enough energy to finally go up another octave, if you will. You know, you've been going through a great change, a Heinrich metamorphosis, and this is God's timing. The world will never be the same, because when there are people that have activated what has lied dormant inside of their DNA, the matrix can't hold them any longer. You know, I could sit here today and I'm going to be sharing about my journey, and there's going to be millions of people that are going through this transition right now. I can't do the things, I can't participate in the world that I was part of 7 years ago, heck, even 2 years ago. Once you have gone through these radical changes in your frequency, and I'm going to be breaking this down in today's episode. This frequency, the 144 frequency, you have been lying dormant, but now what has lied dormant is activated. As we are in the world right now, as we're being bathed with solar flares, galactic energy, this has been changing us at a cellular level, at a frequency level, And in today's lesson, I'm going to be discussing the invisible, because the invisible is actually your superhero power. I'm going to be discussing that force field that you see there. That force field is your superhero power. And now it's time for you, if you're getting this message at any time, from this moment, it is the time for you to step fully into your power. You are stronger, sharper, and more sovereign. The version of you that God has been waiting for to finally take the throne, to finally start controlling life. There is an energy shift that's occurring. These people, the matrix can't control them any longer. And it's a different lifestyle. Your energy is no longer drained by the outer world. Now your energy is collected, strengthened, and actually upgrades reality as you walk in life. Every step you take, every decision that you make, you're actually changing the world. That's how powerful that you are. This process that many of us have been going through, the ascension symptoms that we've all have dealt with, it's not quite pleasant, but life now, because of the energy that is emitting from you, life, you're going to start to see life is rearranging itself. How many people that are tuned into this, you could say to yourself, you know what? Life is rearranging itself. Some people see these glitches. Some people are familiar with Mandela effects. There are things in this world that you are programmed to believe. You are programmed in the subconscious. One of the main things that you have to understand for today's lesson is DNA, quantum DNA, if you will. 93% of the function of DNA was actually responsible for light and sound reception and transmission. It was not junk DNA. So if you're on this episode today, the world is about to change, and you have finally been awakened. If you're new to the channel, I'm Michael. I discuss the ascension journey, and I make the lessons relevant for everyday life people. The version of you that has now been activated is stronger, sharper, and more sovereign than the previous version of yourself. You feel, and you're going to have to feel your way through. There's certain things that you can't see in the reality. And you're going to be functioning differently. You're going to be converting energy more efficiently. And life, I want everyone to focus on this word, efficiently, more energetic. Certain concepts that I share with the community, if you're on this today, you really have to understand you are electrical before you are chemical. So there's a lot of chemical processes. We could see this in the modern world. A lot of people put if you go to the spiritual lens outside of themselves or going directly to the source, how many people understand this, go directly to the source? So just like how when I discuss, I go directly to the source, I go directly to God. It's the same thing for your physical vessel. Are you going directly to the electrical? Are you going directly to the energetic? Or are you going to the chemical? So and there are chemical changes and your body is changing. Some people are familiar that your cells, they replicate in 7 years. You have all brand new cells. The old cells, they're not there anymore. And this is important. This is important because you hold dense traumas, right, from your past cellular memory. A lot of this has to be cleared and removed. If you're ready to take up and go up another level, I appreciate if you click the like button as we continue this message. Helps others find this. You have been activated. You've been on this journey, and again, it does not happen in one motion, but what happens is you reached a critical mass. You've reached a pinnacle so that you could go up another octave. You are the solar flash. So once you go up another octave, right, all of a sudden reality begins to shift. And you were seeing this. You were seeing this prior. You could see this in the bridge of incidents in your life. All of a sudden you start to say, why are all these strange things occurring in my everyday life? Because your frequency shifted and the physical attributes, listen carefully to the message, the physical attributes of your life had to fall apart. You are functioning differently. I like to start off with the force field. Your heart chakra has been activated. Once your heart chakra has been activated, that's literally a superhero power. It's a superhero power? Oh yeah, kid. When you walk, see, on my journey, all I have to do is walk. I could walk into a room, all right, and I've seen the reaction. I'm so grateful for the community, that the people that I've actually met boots on the ground, and now you watch me here on our world famous YouTube channel. How you doing? I'm real, okay? So in your life, when you activate this force field that you have around you is actually a superhero power. And you will see this. So you could see this within the reactions of people. In about 3.5 seconds, I'm able to identify who a person is. You don't have to question anything any longer. So now you're going to see people that are totally attracted to you, right? Because it's a frequency. You're emitting this. It's hitting people in their subconscious. So this field, right? You could see it. You could see it, in the thumbnail, for example. But people will pick up on it from their subconscious. Some people literally see auras around other people. They have that ability. So when I walk in a room, there's people that are attracted to me. People run down. I'm on the beach. There I go walking. How do you do it? There people ask me about my health and wellness routine. You have a different glow. People could see the difference. You could see like-minded people. You're going to inspire them. They're on the same journey as you. And then you're also going to trigger people that aren't coming along for the journey. This is a superhero power because you don't waste a second. There are a lot of people in this world. You might waste time if you want to comment in the chat or in the comment section. You don't have to waste time in a job that oh, this is fake. You don't have to waste time with friends that are just fake friends. They're just wasting your time. You don't have to waste time in a relationship, okay? That's a fake woman or a fake boy. All right, so you don't have to waste any time. So when you activate this field, the heart chakra field, it's actually a superhero power. Think about that. One of the things in the reality that's so precious, I know the linear time structure is fake, but it is so relevant for this journey that we're all on right now. And time is a precious resource. It's one of my top videos. God says we don't have time to waste. And a wise man once said, I ain't got time to bleed. Some people remember that. It's a very powerful message today. So you are now running more efficiently with day-to-day life. The simple fact that you have awakened this heart chakra, this is popping off across the world right now. You are able, it's a superhero power to efficiently go through your life, to officially change the timeline. You are converting energy more efficiently. On my journey, I actually eat a lot less food. And I'm functioning, I'm stronger, I'm faster, I'm sharper than I've ever been, but I don't have to consume the amount of food. So what that shows, and we could see the correlation, and if you are on this today, you're really focused on today's message, you could hold your attention through it, and it's resonating with you, and you could say to yourself, you know what, I'm eating a lot less solid food than I was in the past. You're able to convert energy a lot more efficiently. Even though these activations are happening, there are certain things that we want to do. People that see me in the community, they see me out on the beach. I'm walking barefoot in nature. I was joking around. I saw someone from the gym. I say, you believe these people? They're there on the treadmill. You got this. You could be walking out there, and then they're just walking on a treadmill. So, there are certain things that you want to do. So as I'm out there, I'm building an electrical charge, right? And this is not spiritual wackadoo stuff. This is actually happening right now. So there's a lot of incoming energy. The earth is charged. So we're living in this world. We're on this earth, right? So we want to build this electrical charge. So when you're walking barefoot, you're actually charging up this field. You're increasing your vibrational frequency. All right. Like over the years, there were people that said, how to raise your vibration. And you go out on YouTube and you go out there, right? You go out there and say, how do you raise your vibration? So this is how in everyday life, this is how it actually looks. So when you're grounding and you're getting that electrical charge, the negative ions of the planet, you're building up this field. And now you're attracting things of a certain frequency, and you're repelling things as well. So that is called efficiency. You're an efficient, you're living life efficiently. You're not wasting time. And the people that come into your life, they're enriching your life. You're enriching the lives of others. You're literally changing the world. And all of the low vibe things, the drama, the low vibe foods, you don't eat the low vibe foods anymore, right? You're eating real food, right? And you're constantly building. Everything in my life, it's just a mindset. I've had buddies, and I teach you about your health and wellness. You're going to want to click subscribe. If you're resonating with this, I'm going to teach you the proper way how to do these things. I've known buddies in the gym over the years, and then they go out, it's Friday, it's happy hour, they're drinking Al Ghul, they're building, and then they just throw it all apart. So everything in your life, are you doing things? Are you eating foods to build? What are you consuming? So in order to activate the superhero power, are you activating your superhero power? How you doing? Right? You want to activate? What are you consuming, bro? What are you consuming, girl? Huh? Are you consuming quality food, real food? Are you consuming clean water? Are you consuming content? What are you watching? Are you watching? Are you watching positive content like Our Everyday Lives? Daily videos, 9 a.m. Eastern. Click subscribe. Click subscribe. Do it. Or are you watching low vibe MSM? Right? You're watching a low vibe. Right? You're watching a low vibe. People talking drama. Or are you building? See, empowerment is not just, I got to go your life coaching and all this. No, it's a frequency you hold. You got to be empowered. Every move I make, right? Every move I'm making, I'm building. And this is how you attract. If you're a guy, if you want to attract a real divine feminine, she's not concerned with all this other stuff. She wants to see the man that's building. Every day I'm constantly building, right? And once you have the superhero power, no one holds anything over you. Appreciate that, Kim. What's up, everyone? Yeah, we're filming this live. Does anyone know where my teleprompter is? Anyone? No, we're entering the age of authenticity. I could click record and I could go for 40 minutes, make a beautiful video for the whole world to see. We need authenticity in our everyday lives at this time. It's like a spiritual multivitamin, right, Cliff? You're converting energy more efficiently. You cannot operate in a world that doesn't resonate any longer. So what was a signal? I teach frequency on this channel. What was a signal that you operated? You used to do these things. You used to talk to these people. Now it's just noise. Yeah. It's not about words. You know, people are concerned with the spoken word. Oh, this person, oh, he or she says she's so nice and says all these things. No, you gotta get to the frequency. You gotta understand. You went from signal to just noise. So now the matrix world, write it down, the activities, the people, you don't do it no more. You don't have time for it no more. It doesn't resonate anymore. When you hear the word, oh, it doesn't resonate with me, what happened was you changed. And the stuff that was, you were picking up a signal, it's just noise. And it doesn't even affect you any longer. Now you have a new signal. And what's happening when this energy, when you're activating, so God is activating us. We have the energy that's coming in. It's activating what has lied dormant inside of you. And now we're going to get real serious in today's lesson today. We're going to get real serious now. You're going from, if you look at it as a video game, from NPC mode to creator mode. That switch, you got switched on. You got switched on. And now you're in a creator mode while people are just the NPCs that are around you. And now you're starting to create the reality. But you had to go through something right now. Something is going through you to do this activation. You could call it the Holy Spirit fire. It's blazing, light warriors. That's blazing. Are you worthy? Are you worthy? You write down, I am worthy. Are you worthy? This is the answer right here. If you don't live, where do you dwell? Today, you're feeling this energy right now, and you're going to write it, I am worthy. Everyone that's listening to this live stream, you're listening to the replay, I am worthy. You have to have this. This has to be your subconscious. This is, I am worthy. You smash the like button. Break the like button. Don't break it, okay? I am worthy. This is the energy that's going through you right now. So that energy of I am worthy changes everything. You're not living small no more. You're never going to live small ever again. You can't put it back in the box once you're out. Evolved Wellness, thank you so much for the super chat. I'm very grateful. Evolved Wellness writes, you don't just lead, you activate superpowers. You see potential, call people into their highest level. Grateful for the power you help awaken. I love that. I'm so grateful for those beautiful words. Evolved Wellness. Thank you so much for the super chat and that beautiful comment. You are gonna. This is how we activate our superhero powers. You know, and all of a sudden you're functioning better. You're younger. You're reverse aging. All of a sudden you start creating. You're creating brand new realities, not only for yourself. See, when God blesses you, if you're on this, you focus your attention. You got to listen to the words. God is not only blessing you. God is now you're pushing it forward to your brothers and sisters. We are the royal family. I've said it for years. Now we are here. How you doing? We are the royal family. And this is how it pushes back and forth, up and down. Can't operate out of the old world. The world is about to change. All of these matrix structures, it can't happen no more. Once you realize this, you say, wait a second. Wait a second. I'm a lion. I'm a lion. Are you a lion? Are you a hyena? Huh? I'm a lion. I can't do this no more. Nothing of the matrix, all the distractions of the matrix, they don't affect you no more, son. They don't affect you no more, girl. They can't affect you anymore. You've already done it. You've active. You realize you can't put it back in the box. There's a story. The guy had an elephant, and the elephant was full grown and had like a little like rope, and it was tied to like a table or a chair. And a guy comes to see. He says, "How is that holding that elephant? It's just a table. That elephant could rip it apart." And a guy said, "Well, since the elephant was a baby, it was trained. It had it around it, so it couldn't do it when it was younger. So it's ingrained. You got to listen to the words. It was ingrained in the subconscious of that elephant. Are you an elephant? An elephant never forgets. So now we got to be empowered today. Now we have to focus all of our energy, all collectively, all at once. And finally, the frequency fence falls. So in order to activate this power, all right, you have to do this right now. This is what you need to do. Because the power is there. Just like the elephant has the power to, the elephant could go and rip that. Let's just go run out of here. And you could do it too. You can no longer live small to avoid conflict from weak-minded people. How many people are on here? Because people don't want, they want, did you listen to Morpheus tell Neo? They want to protect the matrix. So you're going to get to this place, however you want to do it. You want to write a comment. You want to put it in Brandy's raising her hand. You reach this place today. You're getting this message. This is your activation. This is your activation today. You no longer can live small to avoid conflict from weak-minded people. I can't live small no more. Amy writes, we are the Almighty. I love that word. That's beautiful. You can't live small no more. So you have to push through the frequency fence of this filthy F word. Oh my God, he's about to say an F word on a live stream. A filthy F word. 4-letter word. Filthy word. Fear. Once you're able to push through fear, it's over, kid. Yeah, we're dropping the F-bombs, baby. We are dropping. No, you got to push through that fear. And the second you go through the fear, okay, I just read the comment. A lot of people you can't do the small talk anymore. I need a real divine feminine queen. I don't need no small talk. I don't need no drama. I don't need no weak, worthless modern woman. You, the divine feminine. You don't need no weak, worthless beta male, right? Weak men create tough times. That's why the kings, that's why the 144 must activate right now. Right? Dr. Dilbert Blair, the days of the solar flash are the days the sons and the daughters of God will rejoice. If you're feeling the power, you smash the like button to push it forward. This is how you activate your superhero power. You have to push through the fear. I can't play small no more. This has to go through the body. Do you understand what the activation is? You know, they depicted these things years ago when you usually have imagination. It's so important to have imagination. You saw He-Man and the lightning came down, right? And he turned on his superhero powers. Sometimes we don't see that lightning. Sometimes we don't see that energy. It doesn't mean it doesn't exist. You're going to have to feel that energy. And a lot of people could feel the energy right now. A lot of people can feel that energy right now. So you are seeing life rearrange itself. Now, to really understand the superhero power activations that are going on, like a tangible, that's what we do here on this channel, a tangible everyday life example. You might see an artist explode overnight, over a time period of drought. This person, right, all of a sudden they explode onto the scene. And but they didn't just post their first video or post their first work or made their first song, whatever it might be. You actually build up spiritual karma. The things that you do in silence, the things that maybe you did in spite of. I love to use this term, in spite of. You know, in the modern world, people look for the quick fix. But even though, you know, maybe everything in the world tried to stop you and you still did it, you actually built up spiritual debt. And now you're going to cash it in like a money in the bank contract. Get the title, kid. Win the title today. Now you're building it up like the money in the bank. So now you hit the octave. So now when someone explodes overnight, your activation just, you hit it. But it doesn't mean that it all happened on one day. You reach that critical mass. You're playing a musical scale and then you go up another octave. Eventually that one more note, listen carefully, eventually that one more note, eventually that last drop of energy is enough to send you upward and onwards. You like that, Melanie? Right? It's gonna send you upward and onwards. And it's not easy so you have switched your mode. So there are pains. You could experience stiffness, pressure in the knees, the hips, the spine. And the reason for this is that you've recalibrated your frequency. If you're resonating with it, you're going to make it. People that get triggered, they still live in the past. Everything is okay. This can't be. Anyone that has experienced it, right? So to go through this, and I shared about what a heart chakra activation actually is. It's not unicorns and rainbows. You can watch it on my channel page. The heart chakra to activate the superhero powers. This is not unicorns and rainbows. What is the superhero power like? So there's a caterpillar, and the caterpillar could crawl on the floor. And maybe you've been crawling on the floor your whole life. And then God's going to put you in a cocoon. You say, there's darkness over here. What's going on? I'm in this cocoon. And you're in this cocoon, right? And the Holy Spirit fire is marinating inside of you for a year, maybe a couple of years, right? You understanding the lesson now? Yeah, now it's marinating. Now you're feeling real uncomfortable. Now you got all the pains. Now you say to yourself, I can't be in this cocoon anymore. I can't do it no more. Now, God's not going to take the big scissors and cut you out. You got to push. What I got? What's going? I have these wings. I have these, and now I'm going to rip out of the cocoon. Boom! Right? Boom! There's the electric. There's the force field. And now those wings. Now the butterfly. And where's LeVar? Does anyone know? I used to watch Reading Rainbow when I was a boy. Yeah, remember Reading Rainbow? So the butterfly is now flying high. So now you could see things from a higher dimensional plane. So now you go out, right? I walk into the room. So now I'm above it all, right? And some people don't like that, but that's cool. That's cool because now you're activated. So you have to understand what the words mean. So now I walk into the room. I could see everything that's going on. I could see these people over here. I could see, I'm seeing it from a higher plane of existence. I'm looking down upon the reality because I've ascended. This is the true ascension process. So now you could feel all the energy. I can know all the people. I know what's going on. You're going to see more than the mere mortal male or the mere mortal girl sees and feels. You're in the room, but you're above the room. And I know some people, they either don't understand it, or if you understand the words I'm saying, I'm trying to explain things that is almost unexplainable. You're in the room, but you're actually above the room. And you could see and feel everything that's going on. And in that crowded room, it's amazing if there's one person, and it doesn't matter, there could be hundreds of people, could be out on the beach, thousands of people in a place, thousands of people, and you could only feel one. So this is how you start to pick up. You start to pick up on frequency. This is how you know what's important and what's not important in your everyday life. All right, so we have to very swiftly we have to switch our mode. So just like that, there is a time period. It did not mean that it's one instant. People say, "Oh, why are these people numb to it?" So it's a difficult time. I was talking to my buddy, and he's in a freezing cold, and so you're a person. Listen carefully. You are more sensitive, especially if you're a male. You're supposed to be sensitive, but mainstream tells you not to be sensitive. So when the sun is not there, you're actually sensitive to it. You're more sensitive. If the sun is out, I've shared this before. If the sun is out blaring, I can't be in this house. I can't be in this. I have to be out. I have to be outside in nature. Even if I'm doing my work, I take my work out. I take my work outside. I'm connected to the sun. You're connected to nature. So also, when you don't have these things, you're more sensitive to it. You're a man, you're a woman that doesn't numb themselves with, Al Ghul and all these other things, or low vibe content, right? You're more sensitive to nature. So it actually is, it's a little bit difficult sometimes. You have the pains. It's anyone that wants to comment when there's like a stretch of very dark, gloomy days, right? And people suffer from nature's deficit disorder. They just go straight to the cubicle. They put the rubber soles on. They're never outside. You were in the cocoon too, right, Cynthia? Chat's blowing up right now. I appreciate if you hit the like button if you just came in. It really helps push the message forward. Thank you. So with everything I've said today, I'm going to give you a phrase. You could write it down. Mr. D is going to give you, you're going to write it down, and then you're going to put a blank. What is your relationship with? And then make a blank and write it down. And this is how you have to, what's your relationship with food? What's your relationship with whatever it is? And you're going to start, you're going to do this activity. These are the things to actually move forward with these deep activations. And like, for example, technology, like I share this because this is what I do. What's your relationship with technology? So as we're seeing this, there's a split that's going on in the world right now. I understand what my relationship with technology is. I use it for the good of humanity. What I'm putting out to the world, like people in the world right now, they have a really like powerful thing in their hands, right? So what's your relationship? And so what's your relation? Are you on it like that? That's the real world. Like I come on. A lot of people see this, right? You see it. I come on. I do my thing. I'm off. I'm in the gym. I'm on the beach. I'm off. I'm on. I'm off. It's what you're doing with it. What are you creating? What are you consuming? What's your relationship with? So this is how we take something like that. Not everything in the world is good or bad. It just is. Tadashi 369, thank you so much for the super chat. I'm so grateful for the support. Tadashi writes, anyone else feeling like the surfer of Hawaii 5-0? We are surfing these waves right now, and you have to surf these waves. The energy that's coming in is activating us. The world is about to change. Let me get it through your skull. All right. Let me understand. Let me teach you, bro. All right. Once you reach this place, okay, and really understand this, okay, what the real superhero power is. The Matrix cannot control a man who has wrestled with God. Are you kidding me? Can't control. A man has wrestled with God, lived to tell the tale, lived to tell the people. You're not manipulated by money. You're not manipulated by the worthless modern woman. You don't care about that arm candy, bro. You can't be manipulated with those things. Anyone that's resonating, smash the like button. This is how it really looks. The matrix doesn't hold you. There's people in the wall. I'm concerned about this. I'm concerned about this. Again, we are operating out of this. We're going to be bringing in all the money, or we're bringing in all the love, all the everything. But you cannot be manipulated by it. That's a superhero power. That's a superhero power when you can't be manipulated. And then there's people that's out there. They're just gonna watch you keep growing, and you can't be manipulated. Some people get angry by it. That's cool. That's cool, bro. Let them be angry. I gave the word of God. It's on the channel page. You are done explaining yourself. That's a superhero power when you're done explaining yourself. I am the authority, and I don't have to apologize for it. It's a major change. This is what we need in the world. I am the authority, and I don't have to. This is how it goes. This is the answer. It comes from a different place is a word that I use on this channel. It comes from a different place. How many men, how many women are here right now? You say, I don't have to apologize. I know the answer. You're done playing small. And you will feel that energy field. If you're in a location, you actually feel like you're suffocating, because that you're bigger than your actual physical body, right? If you walk, so that goes back to the field again. The field that has activated is a real thing. You look at that energy field. Look at that beautiful field. That very powerful energy field. So you're attracting. You're feeling. You're feeling. That's a superhero power. Celestial Gatekeeper, thank you so much for the super chat. Thanks, Mike, for reality. Yes, I love you, Celestial Gatekeeper. Reality has changed because we control reality. Remember, your energy is not drained by the outer world. No more. Now your energy is collected, strengthened, and now when you walk out into the world, you upgrade reality. There was a guy on YouTube years ago. He did his very first YouTube video, and he spoke. It was me. Yeah. And he said, you go watch my first video. I use it as a teaching tool now, right? And he said, talking about frequencies, 528 hertz frequency. It's so, you got to understand the love frequencies, right? The core creator frequencies. We're gonna place it at the end of this one. You're gonna watch it. You're gonna love it. And I said, instead of the exterior vibrations affecting you, your vibration affects your surroundings. When you switch the mode, when the world is not affecting you, but now you have to realize this. You realize, anyone could do this. Anyone. Anyone. You have to realize it. And then once you realize it, that's that switch. So you're going to think about that clicking the button, the MPC mode, right? The factory default. No, I got to go more. I got to go more. So now you switch that mode. You switch the mode on. The mode has been activated. And now you're moving forward, right? You're moving forward. And now you're actually creating you're manipulating it. So when life starts to rearrange itself, so anyone that's getting this, you know that your power has been activated. You have crossed a bridge of incidents. So as I'm sharing this, before you have your beautiful, strong, super, like even for my physical, I teach, right? You want to be healthy again, right? You click subscribe, right? But there was a time period where I went through healing crisis, because you got to reassess everything. And then when you're able to do it, you gotta dive deep into these things. You got to get to the energetics. You got to get to the chakras of the body. There's no more gaslighting. There's no more the common man, right? The beta male, the people, the Captain Literal man, right? You know, Captain Literal man, he's out there. Nah, there's no more of that. When you get to the root, when you get to the energetics, when you get to the fields, the chakras, right? In the ancient Sanskrit, chakra means spinning wheels of energy. When you get to that part, then all of a sudden, right, it changes. I talk about manifestation. You could do things at a physical level, right? Little band-aids and stuff. That's cool. But to exponentially change, you got to go to the subconscious. When your nervous system. So to take this whole lesson, right? You say, okay, this sounds a little, all right, for anyone that's on the cusp. And I'm talking about electricity. Your nervous system is everything. What is your nervous system? It's electrical pulses that are carrying out things, and things that I'm moving around. I'm consciously doing it. But then there's things that are happening in the subconscious. All right. Am I going to my heart? Pump. No. It's just the heart's just doing it. Do you understand? And that's the most powerful muscle in the body. So the subconscious and your nervous system, so important to thoroughly understand the superhero powers that are being activated right now. Your subconscious, your nervous system. Know it like the back of your hand. All right? It's happening. TJ Bacon, I appreciate the super chat. Thank you so much for the support. Ashley Gold 444, you are golden. I appreciate that, Ashley. Thank you so much for the super chat. Ashley Gold writes, our souls are literally huge, stuffed in this body. We come from source, therefore we are gods. All the answers we seek are within. Yeah. Just like we have to move in the image of God. We have to listen to the words, right? And Jesus said, ye are gods. Not sit there and wait for a magical unicorn to come save you. We are the ones that we've been waiting for. That's that code, right? And it's this frequency. 144 is a frequency. It's a frequency. You got to hit this frequency. And when you hit the frequency, then the reality shifts. Then you activate your powers. This is what's going on right now. You want to be healthy, wealthy, and wise? Take the journey. Again, it's daily. It's a frequency. It's a lifestyle, however you want to word it. It's not a one-time, oh, just give it to me, that's it. It's a different mindset. Different mindset. I've seen that before. I could see someone, I could see like the soul that's like stuffed into that body. And you might come across people and you see this. And you see it. It's interesting, you know. And again, the more that you're in tune, I talk about detoxification on this channel. Go to my wellness playlist, how to reset your body for optimal health. I got a lot of my gym buddies watching that video. Absolutely, Lacey. If it's going to be sustainable as we go into the future, it has to be, right, something that is it's from the core. What are your core beliefs? Go back to what is your relationship with? What is your relationship with money, technology? What is your relationship with men, right? Whatever it is, plug and play. What's your relationship with the world? That's the main thing. What's your relationship? If you are right here and you say the world's out to get me, then that's going to be your outer world experience. So that force field, that is what you're interacting with the world. So now I am the creator of the world, right? So now you're shifting your consciousness. No one's out there to get you no more. You're a lion. And now we rise. We rise today, and a lot of people are feeling this. And, when you just look at the moment, it's just, you reached a point of the critical mass even within you. This is why the world's going to change. This can't happen no more. Noel writes, absolutamente. I love you. I appreciate everyone. If today's message resonates with you, and if you're here to activate your superhero power, I'm so grateful if you would click the like button and click the subscribe button. We have daily videos 9 a.m. Eastern time to help you become the greatest version of yourself. We're going to be authentic. We're going to be connected to God. We're going to move forward in the vibration of authenticity. It's a vibration. When you live in truth, remember, truth is always greater than perfect. In a modern society with filters and fake and all this other stuff, perfect is fake. There's nothing, it's an illusion. Perfect is an illusion. Be authentic. And if you could just focus on being authentic, your life becomes a lot easier. Tadashi, thank you so much for the super chat. Tadashi writes, people around me can't understand why I'm so happy and full of energy, but I know I give them my megawatt smile. They leave changed with mood. I appreciate you. Yeah, you see that. I've seen it too. Sometimes I'm just like smiling and other people smile and then some people growl. You ever see that? All right. So, and this is how we are activating these things, connecting with like-minded souls, eliminating monitoring spirits from you're so powerful. Your energy is so powerful that you actually, you blast off all monitoring spirits in your life. So you're going to have to get to the energetics. That's what's happening right now. We're leaving a world where it was, surface level physical, and now we're getting to the energetics. And when it's at an energetic level, right, that's where the power lies. That's where we become the greatest version, boom, of ourselves. So never apologize for your strength. I hope I leave everyone with that today, because your strength is God needs this, because this world, it's changing right now. It's changing right now. I am the authority. Is it the external authority, or is it the internal authority? When you answer, listen carefully. When you answer to the internal authority, got that force field up, got that chakra activated, all that energy that is now collected and strengthened is now, boom, it's an outward force. And if you go to the internal authority, which who you are is, all roads lead to what? I am. And so it is. I love you guys very much. This is a very powerful episode. A lot of information, because people are feeling this across the world. Grateful for the community sharing it out. Check out the videos that pop up. Go to the channel page. We have Facebook. Our Facebook community is growing every single day. Appreciate that. TikTok, Patreon. Utilize the hashtag #OurEverydayLives. And just show up every day. And in 3 months, you will be on a brand new timeline. So I love you all. If you're getting this at any time, it is just divine timing. And this is God's divine timing this year. It's God's divine timing. This video will pop up in divine timing for all of you. I love you all. I am the defender of our everyday lives. No matter what comes your way, light warriors, just keep going. I love you guys very much. The power has been inside of you all along. Love you guys.